So here we are, video 5. Really close, getting very close to the end here. Just a little bit more to do, but wow, this is looking really, really nice. Greetings, Dave here, DCP Effects. Now I had another video planned for today, but whatever, it's in the past. It's, you know, as a rotary thing and whatever. They kicked me out, but neither here nor there. Well, not really. I said I'm going to resign in a couple months. They said get out now, but they're lost. I want to talk about, here we go, video 5 on the tricorder. So because you're going to make that. So what I have here is an update on the door and then some more of the innards. Let's go take a look. Okay, more work on the tricorder. As you can see here, the door is done. Yeah, a little bit extra black here, but that's going to be covered over by this. So I'm not concerned about that at all. That fits just nicely. Once I have the actual labels from Dino, it's going to be amazing. And nice little reset bits where the labels are going to go. I want to talk today about installing these parts. So this is a few pieces have to go in here. You have this piece. Now for this one you'll see, get a little closer here, a little bit of foam I put in there. When I was taking this apart, there's a small piece here that broke off when I was de-supporting this. So I just put a piece of foam so I can block off the red light there from the green lights there. Now inside here, where it gets tricky. So this board here is hot glued in. The control boards here are hot glued in. And it's tricky. It's hard to get in here. Now with these buttons here, I'm going to add a little bit of something on top of here. Maybe I'll just cut something small so I can get through that so I'm not going right through. Just something that will sit a little bit more flush when the label goes on top. And the front assembly here is basically just sitting in. It's a nice tight fit, and to get glue in here is next to impossible. So I'm going to leave it as is, but that way I have access to get into it. Because when you look in here, get in here and show you, it's tight. It's tight in here. To get, I'm going to get this connector. I'm going to use here, I'll use my Apple, actually I'll use a knife. This connector here has got to go onto the board in here. See right there? It's got to go in there. And then the power from the rest of the board is going to go into this connector here I'm pointing at, and that's going to bring everything together. Let me connect it up and show you. Just to interrupt real quick here, I just wanted to, like I've been saying, if you're liking these videos and you're having a good time here and you're following along and this is fantastic, if you could give me a like and a subscribe. I'm really close to that 1,000 I want to get to, so if you could give me that and get me to that goal I'm looking for, and get me into the partner program, I really would appreciate it. Everything I do, I'm doing for you guys, so you guys can follow along, and well, to be fair, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm 320 videos or ish, and I'm having a hell of a time. I'm having so much fun doing this. I'm looking at the next project to make. So anyway, back to the build. Okay, so I've got the board just basically sitting here. I've got the connector. Here, I'll use this. The connector there is plugged in to the board there. That is coming off of the light board on the front, and then that's going into the switches. And then I have everything here. I just need to now take these two and wire them to the hinges here so the power goes all the way through. But let me plug in the power to show you what I'm talking about. So the power's in, and it's all good to go. You said, but Dave, it's not working. That's why you put the magnet in the door, and that's why the reed switch is going to go right there. It's going to turn it off. So I'm going to hot glue that in. Now I'm not going to do that yet until I get these wired up correctly. These have got to go into the hinges. I don't have this in here because I can do this outside and then plug it in and get the piece in there. That's not hard to take that connector out, but I'll get that done, and then this is going to be beautiful. And the last piece is I have this, which is a light, and I need to print out a graphic to go in here, but I'm really darn close here. So this is going to be done very soon, and it's going to be beautiful. I also have to solder this back onto the board so that the closing ratchet will work as well. But that looks pretty darn nice, don't you think? Okay, so there's the innards of it. Most of that stuff is now all glued in and good to go. Just a few little pieces to solder still. And I'm really, really close on this. At this point, I'm going to get that soldered up, and I'm just waiting on the labels. So the labels hopefully are going to come quite soon. I'm going to get them done and get them on there. But I don't see why I can't have this good to go for the next video, because I've already got, you know, I've got the sensor hood in. I've got the lights on the top in. I've got the board, main board, ready to go. I've got the buttons already in. The reed switch, saw that, you know it's got to go where it's got to go. It's just a matter of just getting a little more hot glue and getting that into place. So it's going to be just about there. So it's looking fantastic. Hopefully this is easy for you guys all to follow along. And yeah, so I think I got one more. Well, actually, I'll do two more. I got one more. I'll finish up the body, and then I'll do the last bit with the labels, and I'll just, you know, basically the fit and finish. So we'll have that going really soon. So there you go. You know, it's come along nicely, and in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I've done this over 3 weeks, a month, but it's just in stages, because, you know, here's the body and here it is painted. So I'm showing off the body print. Well, you're going to get the body print. Well, it's painted. Well, you're going to get it. You'll have it painted by the time you get ready to assemble. So you don't need to worry about taking all this time. You could, in a perfect world, if your soldering skills are good, do this in an afternoon. So hopefully this tutorial, this little group, this little playlist of how to do is helping you out and getting this done. So that's the video for today. Hope everyone's having a great day. We'll talk to you all later.